So let me try to show you how to redo these figures. I mentioned that I want to have the same order for both figures here. This is diploma versus department. These are departments for diploma with sex. As I mentioned in the email, that 2015-16 should go on the left. So 2015-16 should go over here, and 2016-17 should go over on this side. All right. So if we look at the levels here, we can see that there are some levels that are not in both. Art is only in Diploma 16-17, and over here tourism is only in 15-16. So we need to remove both of those levels. I also said that I want to have the same order in each graph. So we'll get the order from this graph 2016-17, and we'll remove art. All right, so let me show you how to do this. I've simplified the way of doing it. So I'm going to go to R, and I have this plot analysis V9 experimental where I've made some changes. So let me restart it here. And the first thing you want to do is load the data. So make sure that your session is the same as the working directory. I'm sorry, the session is the same as the, I do that again. Session is the same as the source file location. This plot analysis V9 experimental is in my directory. You can find it here. Let's see. It's this one, BSC 1617 CT test only. You'll see that it's right here. So you can run this version. And first of all, we want to load the diploma data. So we go File, Open File, and we'll need to load the Diploma 1617. And we'll also need to load the Diploma 15-16. All right, so I load both of those test files. Now remember what I want to graph. I'll go down to the Word file again. I'm going to want diploma and sex. And I'll want to do the two different data files separately. So I'll go back to my RStudio. Let me do 15-16 first. So I'm going to run source, and I do want keyboard input, and the frame name is going to be Diploma 15-16, like that. And the variables are going to be department and sex. And I do want to generate a new table, but everything else is no, so I can just press enter. All right, now I want to remove the level tours because, as I said, tourism is not in Diploma 16-17. All right, so I'm going to go here and select remove levels is 3. So I'm going to select option 3. Variable name is department, and let's see, I want to remove tours, which is 12. All right, so I want to say 12, and here it says press minus, put minus to remove. So I have 12, comma, and then a minus. All right, and that should get rid of the tourism level. Now I want to reorder the level so that it agrees with the 2016-17. So that's 5. So option 5 is reorder levels. Variable name again is department. And here's the levels. Now I want to order it so that it agrees with this one here. So the first one is Edu-K. So let's see. So Edu-K is 10. So I'll put a 10 here. Okay, that's the first one. All right, what's the second one? Second one is a social work, psychology, library science. And that's 8. So 8 is my second level. Third level, medical assistant. Medical assistant here is 7. You can see it's before 8, so it's 7. Okay, next level is art. Now art is the one that's not I mean, art, we don't have art, so we can just ignore that because art is not a level here. When we do 2016-17, we'll remove art from there also. All right, so after art is journalism. Journalism is 5. Next one is chemical biological lab, so that's going to be 9. Next one is going to be stat app applied, which is 4. Next one is IT, which is 2. Next one is business accounting, which is number 1. Next one is shipping, which is, or shipbuilding, I'm not sure what it is, which is 11. Next one is engineering civil, which is 6. And the last one is engineering, electric vehicle engineering, which is 3. All right, so that's the new level ordering by number. Now we can plot. All right, so the order should be right, and we can check that when we make the plot. So plot is 1. Now the bar variable is department. Color variable is sex. Oh, I don't remember the options, so let me do the options again. Options here are, all right, so here are the options. We do want percentage, so we don't need the hash. We may or may not want to increase or decrease the font size, so let's wait on that. We will want to print to the window. We want none for bar ordering because we have specified the order. So first I give the bar variable, which is department. I give the color variable, which is sex, and then I give the options. I want to print to window, and I want none. All right, I think that's all I want. So let's see what happens. All right, so let's see the plot. And I want to zoom and see. All right, so here we are. And actually that font size looks quite good. You should remember that we want to fit 2 graphs across each other. So the graph shouldn't be too wide. You should make it more thin if possible, but not so thin that the words, well, see, the words are not good now. They're too small. Let's see if we can, what we can do here. Well, I think it was probably better at the beginning. We want the words to be large enough. You can also increase the words by using the plus option. I can show you how to do that. But you can see that the order is correct now. Here, EduK is the first, which is what we wanted, because the order agrees with this order here in the Word document. EduK is the first, then SWPSY, then medical assistant. So you see the order is agreeing just fine. And when we redo Diploma 2016-17, we can do the same order. All right, so let me show you how to increase the font size. I'm going to remove this, and we'll go back here, and we'll do another plot. And same plot, we're going to do department, and we want to do sex, and then we want to display in the window, and we want to, what was the other one? None. And then we want to make the font size bigger. So I'm going to put plus plus to make the font size somewhat bigger. Now let's see how that works. And we zoom again. All right. It doesn't seem like the font is that much different, but this looks, whoops, that's not what I wanted. Let's put it back here. Okay. Let's try to make it this way a little bit more. The font should readjust. It's not doing very well. I'm not sure why. Well, one thing you can do is if you make it smaller, then the font size will be larger by proportion. Okay, let's see. All right. I think that's probably okay. All right, so you can go ahead and copy that. And I think the way to copy that, we went to PowerPoint and we do screen clipping, but you know how to do that. So let me do one more to show you how this works. This is the one for 2015-16, and you'll have to do the same for 2016-17. So let's go. So I am going to have to stop here in order to do 2016-17. And I need to run again, so I'll go to source. A keyboard input, yes. This time it's Diploma 1617, which is this one. And here again I only want department and sex. And then generate new tables, yes. I don't need any of these. And then here I want to remove some levels. It's department. Whoops, spelled it wrong. Okay. And the one I want to remove is art. And art is right here. So I want to do 11, and I want to remove it so it's minus. Right. So that should get rid of art. Now I want to reorder the levels to agree with the plot that I have there. So reorder levels is 5. Again, it's department. And then this gives the current ordering, and then I want to do the new ordering. So let's see, it might be good just to move this side by side so we can see both. We'll move this here. Whoops, that was not good. I'll move this down like that. And then I'll move this one over also. Let's see if we can show them both at the same time. All right, so here, first one should be Edu-K. Let's see if I can get rid of that. First one should be Edu-K. Edu-K is 9, is the first. Next one is SW Lib, that's 8. Then next one is Medical Assistant, which is 6. Now art we leave out. Journalism is 5. Chem Biolab is 10. Stats Apple is 4. IT is 3. You see I'm getting the numbers off of here. 3 is IT. You can see it there. And then Business Accounting is 1. You can see that here. And then I have Shipbuilding. Shipbuilding is 11. You can see it right here. And then Engineering Civil is 7. And then Engineering Vehicle is 2. All right, so that's my new level ordering. And then I'm ready to make a plot. So I don't need the background, so I'll make this big again. So I'm ready to make my plot. And this time the bar variable again is department. And then color variable sex. And then I know I want to display in the screen. And then one more option is none. And let's see how this works. Okay, let's see how this looks. So I'll zoom. And this looks fine. So I can copy this one also. And you can verify that the order is the same as in the other one. All right. So this is how you can do these two figures. What's figure 8 now? You'll have to do the same thing for this one here, which is for bachelor's instead of diploma. And there are several other figures where you have two figures side by side, both showing sex and showing 2 different years. You should redo all of those figures the same way. So I hope that because of the way changes I've made, it won't take you too long. I think you have some practice and see if that works well for you. Okay.